Hi everyone, this is Brno. I hope you are doing well during this pandemic. And after a long time, I just took a decision to release a video in English. So I'm not an English spoken, but I try to do my best. Also, if you have any questions about the Persian rifles, I mean the history of the Persian army and whatever which is related to these kind of hobbies, which I call them, please don't hesitate and ask me your questions. You can leave a comment below and we can discuss about everything. Well, as you know, my name is Brno Khan, or Brno Khan, and it's almost about 25 years that I'm collecting the old military things and rifles, uniforms, ammunition, and things like that. It's just fun. So, probably you saw the other videos on YouTube on my channel. So most of the time I'm talking Farsi because there is no other channel that can give information to my patriots during the Pahlavis dynasty and also the Republic, Islamic Republic, whatever. Uh, most of them have been sold to the European countries and US as well. We can find we can find a bunch of them still in Iran, but they are usually not in a good condition. And I used to collect them one by one while I was living in France, and I could find them in Europe. There was a company which was called Franconia. They used to import just the long rifles, the infantry ones. Infantry or the long rifles, which are almost a copy of Gewehr 98. I mean, in the action and the barrel length, but of course not the sights because the Gewehr 98 has the longer vizier and the beautiful ears, we call them. You see that one? I love them. Just that's the personality of the Persian Mauser. The front side. This I hope I can give you the good angle. I don't know. Yes, this front side protector. You can see almost the same thing on Chilean 1935 and on Brazilian 35 as well, which have been made by Mauserwerk Oberndorf in 30s for Brazil and Chile. Anyway, let's go back to the Persian Mauser. Here we have the Brno Boland, and I can explain some detail about them very quickly, and then I'll try to release the other videos in English as well in order to increase the number of people who are following my channel. Please subscribe, and also I speak French, je parle français, et et vous pouvez poser votre question sur les commentaires et je vais répondre autant que possible. Et désolé pour mon français rustique, j'essaye mon mieux. So, let's go back. We have almost two models of 9829. The first is 1309, which in a Persian calendar it's almost same as 1930. And then we have the 1317. So this model, which you have it here, it's an example of one. I hope I can. Let me just turn the rifle. Okay, sorry, my baby. Yeah, that's, if you see, Yeah, good. You see تفنگ نمونه 1309 کارخانه اسلحه سازی برنو, which means that's the rifle model 1309 کارخانه اسلحه سازی Brno Factory Arms. If we want to translate it word by word, the first is کارخانه means factory, اسلحه سازی is arms or the rifle company, whatever, and Brno, the third word which you can find it here, is this one. And also somehow you can sometimes you can find some strange numbers on a couple of the Persian Brnos, and you see here 32, and I have another example which I don't know where did I put it. Okay, it's here. You see that's a 25. Roughly you can see this one. And actually that example is it's 1317, which I wanted to talk about. Yeah, hope you can see it. تفنگ بلند نمونه 1317 کارخانه اسلحه سازی برنو. تفنگ بلند نمونه 1317. Yeah, and تفنگ بلند here on the other model you couldn't find بلند, which means long, or in this case rifle. But on the left side of this receiver you can find this word. Yeah, بلند. The second word after تفنگ, after it here is تفنگ, then you can see the بلند. On the other model 1309 there is no بلند. Those let's go back to this number which I was talking about. They are English capture. You know, when my country has been occupied, actually was occupied by British from south and Russians, actually the Soviets from north during the Second World War, and then the Reza Shah had to abdicate. So the English just, they took many things, and one was the bunch of these beautiful rifles. So, and then they put their own numbers, and sometimes you can find some butt plates. Here is okay, and also the muzzle, the crown, and the cleaning rod, they've been blued. Actually, in this model we have that one, because this one was also the English capture one. That's why we could find it in Europe easily, and they haven't been imported by Franconia at that time. Usually you can find some sort of small importation numbers or signs under the barrel here if they have been imported by Franconia, but in this case if they are English capture, there is no importation marks anywhere. You cannot find it. This example, which is right in front of you, is another 1309, which is in the mint condition. And yeah, I have, most of them were in mint condition. Unfortunately, I had to sell a couple of them. I had almost like 2 crates of them, and I had to sell them. In the model 1309, you will see Ain here. This, I hope you can see it, it's Ain, and this is Tain. You can find many of rifles 1309s which they have the serial numbers which begins with Tain and Ain, and the 17s, and also this one is, if you see it, is 1309, yeah, and it begins with Ain as well. There are let me finish about the 17 as well. I would like to show you 117. Yes, where is it? I guess it is no here. Okay, 117 is there, so I have to just take it off. It's here. Okay, yeah, come beauty. You see, it begins with Re. And you cannot find that one in 1309. And what else? Yeah, that's another one. Also, you see, this one also is 17, and it's written Re. So, also you can find among the 17 P or P, and honestly, I haven't seen another thing, another alphabet, because there is one big reason behind everything, and that was the Second World War. The Czechs, I mean the Czechoslovakia, they couldn't dispatch and send the rest of the rifles, which on their contract with the Persian government, they couldn't fulfill their contract. So because of the Second World War, and the contract was about 240,000. And also the other models, like what's that, the carbines and the artillery ones, which is funny because in Farsi we call the carbine, which is the shorter version of, I have it also in the other program, in the other video, I'm going to provide that one too. But the shorter one, which is almost same as VZ24, we call it Savar or Mutawasset. But it's funny that the shortest one, the Karabin Kuta, which is artillery carbine, officially on the Czech document, it has been named Savar, which means cavalry, not artillery. But in Iran, everyone call it artillery or tupkhane. Let's talk about that later and be focused on the 9821s. The barrel length is 74 centimeter. Probably you know it better than me. And the stocks have been made out of very good and beautiful and high quality of walnut. And honestly, I can say one thing and one difference between 1309 to 1317, and it's a stock. It's about their stock, because the quality of the wood on 1309, it's higher than 1317. And obviously, if you have both, if you have an example of each, you can just put them next to each other and just take a look on the wood. Those woods in 17 are strong and very well made, but the grain of the wood is not beautiful like 1309. Yeah. And the other difference is about the rifling. Rifling in 1309 is small, and in 17 they are large, like VZ24. And I personally did not recognize any difference between both while we were shooting them, because the maximum distance I could shoot was something like 500 meter, and well, they were fine. Both, they could get the job done, and I gave them a good ammo, so it works. I used to hand load everything for them, and they had their own brass, and I used to reload them with hope I pronounce this name, Vitavuri N140, which is I guess it's a Finnish or Norwegian gunpowder, and 2.85 grams of that with the Ojaev, or bullet of 198, sometimes 96. You could get the best performance out of a long rifle. They are really accurate for 8mm Mauser, and they are long, they are heavy, but they're robust, and I guess they're really sought after now. And So I don't want to make a long video. I just wanted to open a door for the English spoken people who are coming to my channel and usually they're asking me why we cannot find any information in English. I said, okay, I just kept my channel in Farsi because I thought, as we could not find any reasonable channel that gives good information to the other people, probably it could be better if I stayed and speak just in Farsi. But now I think it's better if I do both, or even in French, in my rusty French. I try to do all my best, and that is just an opening. And I try to upload more videos. And please forgive my rusty English as well. So thank you so much. And the next video is going to be about the carbine and the shorter carbine or short rifle. Actually, it's better to say probably short rifle and carbine because we have too many terms that probably make everyone a bit how do we say, not sure about the subject, but we have to work on it together. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy. And please subscribe to my channel, and stay in touch for the next video. And take care during this pandemic. Bye bye.